Now, when you see a number of analysts recommending a certain stock, I think you ought not to take that very lightly, because these analysts, it's quite clear, or you should know by now, that they know more than us. And one of the reasons why is because they are able to sit on earnings calls meeting and ask questions during this earnings calls, which is something that puts them at an advantage way more than you and me, which is why I'm saying that it is important that you don't take what they say very lightly. In fact, if you see a number of them recommending a certain stock, then that ought to mean that that stock is said to do very well. I mean, we have seen some of the inner conversations that analysts had, like for instance with a company or with a stock that we talk a lot about here on this stock, which is NIO, where one of the analysts indicated to us that after their meeting, or after the meeting they had with NIO indicated to them that they plan to produce 600,000 vehicles next year in 2022, which that, had it not been that analyst that came and said, look, we had a meeting with NIO and NIO indicated that they plan to produce 600,000 cars, we were not going to know. So this just has to show you the kind of advantages these analysts have when it comes to these stocks that we trade on a day-to-day in the stock market, which is something that it's very important that you always have that at the back of your mind, to say that these analysts always know more to the kind of news that we see in social medias and all sorts of media sources. So if you see a wide number of analysts recommending a certain stock or indicating that a certain stock is a strong buy, then you ought not to take that very lightly, and you should run and go and have a look on that stock further to see if you could spare $1 or $2 and invest into that stock. Otherwise, with all that, guys, on today's video, guys, we'll be talking of a stock that analysts are currently indicating that this stock is a strong buy, and this is the stock that we've discussed quite a number of times on this channel. And yes, it's not NIO, but it's another stock that we've discussed a lot on this channel. So please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely think that if the fact that these analysts are indicating that this stock is a strong buy, it offers a good opportunity for you and me to go in and dive into this stock so that we get good returns in the next coming few months. In fact, these analysts gave an average 12 months price target on the stock of around $262.25, which is something that is truly amazing and has to show you that they are really optimistic about this stock. Because on checking where this stock is currently trading at, I mean, we can see, or you will see at the end of this video, that this is a pure almost 60% upside, which is something that is to motivate you to probably go and have a look into this stock. But before we go further, please note that none of the things that I say on this video are financial advice. In fact, this video is just for entertainment purposes, and you should not take whatever I say on this video as financial advice. Otherwise, if you like the content that I'll be giving you about this stock, please don't forget to hit that likes button, comment and subscribe, and that is of course if you have not subscribed to the channel already, so that you don't miss the good content, the latest developments that we discuss or cover on these channels regarding the stocks that we follow. So please do watch this video until the end, because like I said, I definitely think that this stock is presenting a very good opportunity for you and me to jump in, which is why so many analysts, or almost all analysts, are indicating that this stock is a strong buy, meaning that they are recommending that you go in and buy this stock because they believe that it's trading at a serious discounted price, which is something that is incredible and has to motivate you to go and have a look and see if you can invest into this stock. Now, without a waste of time, the stock that we will be discussing on today's video is none other than Alibaba. Now, of course, Alibaba is a stock that almost every week I sort of like kind of remind you to go and have a look into this stock, because I see the kind of opportunity. I mean, the fact that, like I said, analysts are indicating, as seen on the screen, that this stock currently has a strong buy, it has to definitely motivate you to go and have a look into this stock. I mean, if 19 out of 21 analysts are saying buy this stock and only one analyst is saying sell, one analyst is saying hold, I mean, that should definitely tell you that this is a stock that is currently trading at a discounted price, and this is the stock that will do very well. So this stock went up by over 3% this week, and the good thing about this stock that it's not only the financial analysts or financial experts who are saying or recommending these stocks. Even some of the big financial institutions are sort of like recommending this stock, because in my previous video you remember that I did cover that Barclays indicated that now is the perfect time to buy the Chinese stock, and they recommended, or they picked their favorite stock in the Chinese tech segment as Baba, which is something that is to show you that Baba, it's one of those stocks that so many people anticipate that it will do very well in the future. Even the right-hand man of Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, we read that he has been buying, or he has been adding a lot of positions onto this Baba stock, because he believes in the strong fundamentals and on where this stock is going, which is something that has to motivate you and me to sort of like consider looking into this stock, because it is set to do very well, and so many people are anticipating that it will do very well. I mean, a few weeks ago we read that Alibaba just launched their cloud computing chip. Now this chip is set to advance their cloud computing, and it will set them or prepare them to compete with big tech companies like your Amazon and Microsoft, which is something that is truly amazing, because you remember that cloud computing in Alibaba, it's one of the segments that are still small, or it's still small, but they are looking at growing that segment further, which is something that is truly amazing, which is why they are indicating that it will be able to compete with Amazon and Microsoft, which is one of the latest developments that ought to motivate you, because you will remember that cloud computing here on Alibaba, it's doing quite well. It's not doing bad itself. In fact, it's doing very good, which is something that has to motivate you and has to show you that we can expect this cloud computing to do even much better than what they are doing, or how they are performing right now. Before we go even further, you have to remember, or let me remind you, that Alibaba on this coming week, on the 18th of November, they are set to release their latest earnings results for the period which ended in September of 2021. Now these earnings results, so many or few of the analysts believes that Alibaba won't do that well, which to me is not a trend smash, because this is a company that I think part of it not doing well is because of the Chinese crackdowns and all those kind of things that were happening around China, as this is one of the stocks that were heavily impacted by the crackdowns. And yes, I believe that they might not do well, but it ought not to discourage you not to invest into this stock, but it has to probably encourage you to invest more, because we all know right now that the crackdowns, the Chinese regulators indicated that they've sort of like reached their target, and the crackdowns might be coming to an end, which is something that is truly amazing, because with the crackdowns coming to an end, we can expect stocks like Baba and other tech stocks in China to perform very well. Otherwise, analysts expect Baba or Alibaba to report an EPS of around $1.95 with total revenues of around $32 billion. Now, these two are what analysts expect Alibaba to report on the upcoming earnings results, which they are set to report this coming week. Otherwise, as I've said, Baba currently has a strong buy, with 19 out of 21 analysts saying buy, one saying sell, and one saying hold, which is something that has to motivate you to stay long onto this Baba stock. This is one of the stocks that I have invested, or I'm investing in, and I am sitting at almost 10%, which is something that is incredible. So analysts believe that this stock should be trading over $262 per stock, and this is good, because looking on where this stock is currently trading at, it's almost, or it's an almost 60% upside, which is something that is incredible and has to motivate you to stay long onto this stock. Otherwise, Alibaba is one of the stocks that I am investing in, like I said, and this is the stock that I anticipate to add more holdings on, because I believe on where it's going, and I believe you should also do the same and go and have a look into this stock, because it's presenting some good opportunities, and these are one of the top quality stocks that I am very happy to be investing in, or I'm very happy to buy these stocks because I believe that the strong fundamentals that surround this stock is the one that will push this stock to over 262 US dollars in the next 12 months. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that likes button. Otherwise, if you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And hey, please go out there, do your own due diligence before you could buy this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And God bless you all.